us at the rodeo today. It was so much fun. But I'll tell you what. I'll give you this bandana so you can be an official cowgirl. Or cow-cat. Anyway, now let me show you my lasso. Yahoo! Dinah, I didn't mean to scare you. Well, I guess it's like they say in the old cowboy movies. This room isn't big enough for the both of us.
Howdy, ma'am. I reckoned you were hungry, so I rustled up some grub.
Excuse me.
Oh, here's your breakfast, Your Majesty. It's a Western omelet with ranch-style potatoes.
Smells delightful. But what's with this cowboy getup?
Oh, I'm trying to capture the flavor of the Old West in honor of the rodeo coming to Wonderland.
Rodeo? What do you mean?
Oh, it's right here in the paper. Come on down to the Wonderland Rodeo with Western barbecue, Western dancing, and the queen of the rodeo contest.
What? Queen of the rodeo? That can't be right. Let me see that. This is an outrage. I'm the only queen around here. If they need a rodeo queen, they should come straight to me.
But I believe the rodeo queen has to know about, rodeoing.
So, how hard can it be? I already know all the queen stuff. I just have to learn the rodeo part. What do I do?
I've never actually been to a rodeo, but I believe it has something to do with yelling yee-haw and telling little dogies to get along.
Dogies get along. Not with us cats, they don't.
We're talking rodeos. I'm afraid it's not something cats know much about.
It so happens my great-grandcat was Billy the Kitten.
The famous cowboy cat?
Yes. One of the original writers of the Purple Sage.
Really? Then how about some tips on how I can become queen of the rodeo?
That's easy. If you don't want to look like a tenderfoot, I suggest a fancy pair of boots.
I don't get it. What's wrong with having tender feet?
In the Old West, a tenderfoot was a newcomer. Someone who didn't know what they were doing.
Well, I'm no tenderfoot, right, Rabbit?
No, indeed, Your Majesty. You have the toughest tootsies in town.
Anyway, if it's boots I need to be queen of the rodeo, then boots I shall have. Rabbit?
Oh, yes, Your Majesty.
Get hopping and go shopping.
Oh, yes, Your Majesty.
Yeehaw!
More boots, Your Majesty. Oh, 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 oh,
Rabbit. So I see.
Hi, Your Majesty. Mr. Rabbit says you're shopping for cowboy boots.
Yes, I am. So far, I've narrowed it down to 23 pair.
These are pretty. May I wear them?
Oh, be my guest. Oh, I didn't see these before. They're perfect.
Oh, dear. What are those doing in there? Not those boots, Your Majesty. They only come in a small size.
Well, as we all know, I wear a small size.
Oh, yeah. Oh, if you call on lovely, Your Majesty.
Yes. Oh, I can see me now, waving to the rodeo crowd, adored by all. Oh, hello. Nice to see you. Happy rodeoing.
Actually, Your Majesty, there's a little more to being rodeo queen than just wearing a nice pair of boots.
You know much about rodeos, my dear?
Yeah, and they're really fun.
Well, tell me then, what exactly is a rodeo queen like?
Well, she's usually very pretty.
Oh, so far so good.
And of course, she has the boots.
Oh, no problem there either.
And she knows about being a cowgirl.
That one could be a bit tricky.
Well, maybe I can help. First, you need to learn how to talk like a cowgirl. Instead of hello, say howdy, like this. If you say howdy instead of hello, you'll be sounding like the queen of the rodeo. With your hat on high and your boots on tight, twirling your lasso. Just say howdy instead of hello. No more saying yes, try, you bet. Call people folks and you'll be a cowgirl yet. Put on spurs instead of furs and sit high in the saddle. Say much obliged when you mean thank you. That's half the battle. You can talk and walk the cowgirl way with a little bit of practice. But don't grab hold of a bull by the horns and don't sit on a cactus. Ow! If you say howdy instead of hello, you'll be sounding like the queen of the rodeo. With your hat on high and your boots on tight, twirling your lasso. Just say howdy instead of hello.
Thank you. I mean, much obliged, Alice. This rodeo business is fun. What else can you tell me?
Oh, well, you need to learn to mosey. That's walk, cowboy style.
Oh, Your Majesty, you're a natural mosier.
Oh, I don't have any choice in boots as tight. I mean, as new as these. Playing walking is next to impossible.
Actually, Your Majesty, as rodeo queen, you won't have to walk much.
Oh, why? Of course. I suppose I won't. I'll be waving to the crowd from my royal rodeo limo.
No, you'll be on horseback.
Horseback? As on the back of a horse?
Why, sure. Everyone in the rodeo rides a horse, and the rodeo queen's horse is the prettiest one of all.
Well, sitting on the back of a horse isn't very dignified. Is it really necessary?
Oh, yes. Crystal, can you show the queen what I mean?
Oh, I can see Your Majesty now, racing through the rodeo ring on a horse as fast as lightning.
Fast as lightning.
Desperately holding on to a bucking bronco.
Bucking bronco?
Showing the whole rodeo how a real pro rides a horse.
How exciting, Your Majesty!
Oh, that's one way of putting it.
Oh, goodness. All those stunts on horseback scares the dickens out of me, but of course you're not afraid.
Oh, afraid? Me? Of course not. It's just, well, I'm not sure I can
Find a horse on such short notice? Never fear. Why don't you go for a little stroll to break in your new boots? I'll find you the biggest, fastest horse in all of Wonderland.
Rabbit!
Majesty, good
Alice! Oh.
Hello, Your Majesty. To what do I owe the honor of your company?
To these uncomfortable cowboy boots, which have made me quite tired of walking. I mean, moseying, that is.
Cowboy boots, eh? So you plan to attend the rodeo too?
I plan to be queen of the rodeo, whether I like it or not.
If I may say, you don't sound very excited about it. One might even think you were roped into it.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. It was my idea, and I'm very excited, but not nervous. Not at all. I mean, what's to worry about?
I must admit, I never pictured you as a cowgirl before.
Well, I know all about it. I can walk like a cowgirl, talk like a cowgirl.
Can you play guitar like a cowgirl?
What? I have to play the guitar too?
Certainly. Guitar playing is something all cow persons must do. Allow me to explain. Once there was a cowboy who had a bit of a problem. His herd of cows just couldn't seem to sleep at night. The cowboy had to do something. Not only were his cows tired every day from lack of sleep, but they were keeping the cowboy up all night too. The cowboy decided to try singing to his cows to help them sleep. The first song he played was too loud. The second song he played was too much of a toe tapper. But the third song he played was a soft lullaby. And lo and behold, it worked. Finally, everyone on the ranch got a good night's sleep. Well, almost everyone. And from then on, cowboys sang their herds to sleep.
Okay, I see your point. But where am I supposed to get a guitar?
Here, your majesty, borrow mine.
Home, home on the range.
Are you sure you know how to play it?
Oh, certainly I can play it. Can't you tell? I'm just a bit out of practice.
If you like, I could give you a short lesson just to refresh your memory.
Short lesson? Yes, I suppose that wouldn't hurt. Home, home on the range. Very impressive. Will you be performing at the rodeo?
Sure, as long as we're not tied up.
Say, we've heard that you've been practicing to become queen of the rodeo.
Yeah, I've got the boots. I know how to say howdy. I can mosey with the best of them. And I got this guitar playing down pat.
Well, Your Majesty, we can show you something else to help you become queen of the rodeo.
Queen of the rodeo plays jump rope?
This isn't a jump rope, Your Majesty. It's called a lasso.
Or a lariat. It's a special rope that cowboys use to catch cows.
Oh.
Moo! Of course, if you don't have a cow handy, almost anyone will do.
All cowhands know how to handle a lariat.
Cow hands? Cows don't have hands. They have hooves.
Oh, cow hand is another word for cowboy, ma'am. Here, you try the lariat.
Well, all right. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I don't get it.
Your Majesty, why don't you relax for a minute?
And let us show you the ropes.
Swing it, D, show her how. They use that rope to catch a cow.
Roping's easy, don't you know? You'll soon be queen of the rodeo. We're masters at roping, and we're a-hoping that we can show you how to earn yourself a bow as queen of the rodeo.
Swing that lasso round and round. Try to keep it off the ground.
Don't swing too fast, just keep it going. Try and keep that rope from slowing. We're masters at roping, and we're a-hoping that we can show you how to earn yourself a bow as queen of the rodeo.
I see what you mean. A few minutes of practice, and I'm sure I'll have it figured out. I'm getting it. See? I'm getting better already. Howdy.
Ma'am.
So, the Queen needs a rodeo hat, eh? Let's see what I've got. This model comes in regular and longhorn.
No. The Queen needs a cowboy hat, not a cow horn hat.
Right.
Of course.
What was I thinking? I got cowboy hats in 10-gallon, 20-gallon, and 30-gallon sizes.
I wonder which size the Queen would wear.
30-gallon.
Yes.
So, the Queen is going to be in the rodeo, eh?
Yes, indeed, and she's very excited about it. I only hope I don't let her down.
Down from where?
No, I mean disappoint her. I'm having a terrible time locating a horse for her.
A horse! Hold your horses. We'll be right back.
What in the world is that?
A horse of a different color.
You can't be serious. I'm afraid this just won't work.
Don't say nay until you've let us have our say.
We love to horse around, up and down, through the town. We love to horse around, and no one does it better.
We make an excellent horse.
The very, very best, of course.
We can jump, we can run,
We can whinny, we can kick,
we can gobble sugar cube.
we can nibble carrot sticks.
We can do anything that a real horse can do. We can count with our hooves to 102. We make an excellent horse,
The very, very best, of course. We love to horse around, up and down, through the town. We love to horse around, and no one does it better. So, are we hired?
Sorry, you're not bad, as horses go. But you're not the kind of horse the Queen can ride.
How true that is.
Yes. Thanks anyway. Goodbye.
I'm at the end of my rope. I don't know how I'm going to get out of this rodeo queen business.
Hi, Your Majesty. Are you getting excited about the big rodeo?
Of course. Isn't it obvious?
Your Majesty, about that, I'm afraid I have a little bit of bad news. I haven't been able to locate a horse.
You haven't? Oh, well. Oh, too bad. I guess I'll have to give up being queen of the rodeo. Easy come, easy go. That's the way the cookie crumbles. No sense of crying over spilt milk.
She's taking it better than I thought.
Wait a minute, Your Majesty. If Mr. Rabbit can't find a horse, well, maybe you could borrow one.
Borrow a horse?
I'm sure it would be no problem. There's so many horses at the rodeo. I'm sure there'll be an extra.
No, I can't do it.
But Your Majesty, why not?
Oh, surely you don't expect me to ride a used horse. No, it's out of the question.
But you can't be queen of the rodeo without a horse.
I know. Of course, I'm simply crushed. But I'm going to the royal chambers to celebrate. I mean to try to get over this terrible disappointment. Yes.
I don't get it. What about all the work she did. The guitar, the lasso.
Yet to say nothing of the moseying. It doesn't make sense.
Unless... No, Crystal, I think you're right. I think she's quitting because she's afraid of horses.
The queen afraid? Never.
Well, riding a horse can be very scary if you've never done it. Well, I've got an idea.
That's everything, Your Majesty. Are you sure you want to return all of these things?
All that, and these boots. I know they're my size, but they're not well made. Wearing them has made my feet hurt. Here, help me take them off.
Oh, yes. A little tight.
Pull harder, Rabbit. Pull harder. Oh, Rabbit, where did you go? Oh, Rabbit, he's just... Rabbit? Rabbit! Oh, you aren't... Rabbit! Rabbit? Rabbit? What's going on here? What's the meaning of this?
Simply, Your Majesty, we've decided to make you the queen of our rodeo.
What? Where are the bucking broncos?
There aren't any. We couldn't find any horses.
Hey, what are we? Rolled oats?
Any real horses. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all.
Now you need your cowboy hat.
And now, Your Majesty, we hereby declare you queen of our rodeo.
Much obliged. I'm queen of our rodeo. I'm queen, and it's fun, you know. I have learned so many things about this Western show, and I'm proud to be queen of our rodeo. I'm queen every night and day. I'm queen and I get my way. I don't need any crazy bulls or wild bucking broncos to be a wonderful queen of our rodeo.
Dinah. Still wearing your bandana, I see. You know, I've been thinking about how much fun it would be to have a horse. On one hand, think how great it would be to have a pet you could ride. And on the other hand, I don't think a horse could fit in my bed. All in all, I think a cat is the best kind of pet. Especially a cat like you, Dinah.
National Education Association.